This is still on my break. This is my little view that I'm taking my meditation on right now. Seeing as far as my eye can see, all over the tops of these hills. And I'm thinking about it, as far as these hills are, these are different peaks. They come to different peaks, and then there are valleys. And then, there's a peak. And it's a peak, and it's a long, wide range. And then it dips, and it's a valley. And then it ascends up again to another incline, to another peak. But the next one over here, the valley's a little shorter. It's not as long as the one over here. And so, I'm thinking wow, that's life, such is life, peaks and valleys. Where it says, you take us from triumph to triumph, from glory to glory. He didn't say how much space is in between each triumph and how much space is in between each glory, but so it is. And another thing I've been it's kind of been in my spirit, that God is dropping down in my spirit, trying to give me some understanding of what's going on inside me. We got a lot of stuff going on inside right now. I am battling, I'm at war, full-fledged. I'm talking bombs is going off, grenades are being thrown, M16s are being, you know what I'm saying, on the inside. It's crazy right now, the battle that's going on inside. And I'm not hungry. I'm not even hungry. I'm not even trying to fast, but it's like a subconscious fast, I'm punishing my flesh. I'm working out more, pushing my flesh to gain some endurance, just really putting the flesh under subjection. It's warring. The war is battles on the inside, not out here. Even the battles that we have out here, are just merely a reflection of the battles that are going on inside each and every one of us. There's a battle going on the inside, and it manifests into something, some word, something spoken, some action done as a result of what was spoken, and then the wars, the outward war between people, the strife between people comes from the wars that go on from within each individual. And that's not even where I'm trying to go right now, but that's just what I hear. And so I'm starting to see how important fellowship is with the Lord. Intimacy, specifically. I kind of lost sight somewhere. I don't know how, and it doesn't even really matter how, that margin of human error that I don't lean on, but I recognize it being there, And intimacy. Kind of lost sight of, a little, the intimacy with the Lord. And I'm realizing that excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, no room out and in. What can I say? Intimacy with the Lord, or the lack of, can manifest a lot of different unwanted things in your realm, in your life. Lack of intimacy, lack of fellowship, brings suffering. Things around you begin to wither. I think intimacy with the Lord and time spent with the Lord is like water. Like watering a plant. It takes time to water a plant. Water just doesn't appear, and disappear. Somebody, somewhere, some gardener takes the time to water. And there's a time of reception of that water, soak in and give nourishment. And when that doesn't happen, when the intimacy isn't going forth, when it's not being poured out, things begin to die. And I feel like I'm dying on the inside. And I'm searching within myself, Lord, why do I feel so dry? Why do I feel so withery on the inside? And yeah, even though I'm talking to him, it's different. It's just different. Praying to God and having intimacy with God is two different things. And you can't have one without the other. Kind of like in a marriage relationship. Yes, there's communication. Yes, there's fellowship. But intimacy is also a very important factor that can make or break a lot of relationships because of the lack of. Sometimes it's not enough to have a conversation. Sometimes I don't want to just talk. I don't want to just talk sometimes. Sometimes I want to lay back and be filled. I want intimacy, And when there's a lack of intimacy, things begin to die. The communication begins to dry up. It becomes withery and dead and empty. Because there's no watering. There's no outpouring. There's no display of affection, no intimacy. And that's what God is saying to me. Things are drying up around you, not because of the circumstantial things, not because of those individual things. It's because of your lack of intimacy with me. And that translates into other areas of your life. So if you want to see things flourish in your garden again, you need to come worship me. You need to have intimacy with me again. Talking to me is great. That's fine. It's wonderful. I love it. But we need to do more than talk. I need to do more than say, oh, good morning, Lord. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my food. More than that. Relationship. And I think the deeper your relationship with the Lord, the deeper your other relationships will become. And that's where I'm at. So for that, I'm repenting for lack of that intimacy, lack of that worship. And I'm not so religious and so, all of that. I'm good on that. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care what nobody thinks about how holy or religious I am. I'm not religious. So if you're looking for me to be religious, you can forget it. I'm sorry. Or no, I'm not sorry. I'm just like, I'm not religious. I want to do this thing in a real way and have a real relationship, not some, religious, monotonous, robotic thing. So, anyway, growing up.